Hey, welcome to the video. Just wanted to go ahead and let you know there were some audio issues here in the first portion of my video. Somehow my mic got disconnected in OBS and it gets pointed out to me later and I get it fixed. But just wanted to let you know, I'm going to try to actually use the footage of this draft in a video review with Tim if we can get the schedules lined up together. So if we're able to make that happen, you'll get to kind of get some in-depth view of my thoughts, because I actually feel like despite the audio not working, I was actually narrating this one pretty well as for my thoughts. I've been trying to make sure I go more in depth about that when there's decisions to be made. In any case, hope you enjoy the video and have a good day. I'll see you at the end.
The old rod enthusiast.
Yep, I'm here. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's quite a name. It's quite a name.
It's a Pokemon name.
Yeah, I just realized it's Pokemon. I'm still just like, hold on here.
The sandworm's gonna carry me to victory. This thunder magic is going to carry me to victory. Okay. They're going to try to flip this, then take an extra turn. Ooh, that's pretty good. Still need to connect, though. How are they going to connect?
That one.
Where you going? Okay.
Ooh, I mean, they're just dead on board, right? If they attack. Okay. Sandworm is pretty good against an opponent that doesn't play removal. Alright, we at least made 3 wins out of this shit deck.
A weird pack here. It's gonna handed. Yeah, Matt's we're about to get a weird pack. When we start, if you guys could put your arena names on your name so that we could find you easily.
I might have.
like TCS and Nats. If you guys could add your names with the numbers and stuff.
You do that.
Cool.
How long are the pick time for like fact two pick?
Thank you. I'm expecting a third sneeze, but it didn't happen.
Shit. The triple triad. First time I've seen it on the board.
Yeah, I don't know if this card's any good, but I just wanted to play with it and see how it worked.
What does it even do? It's like it doesn't.
I exile my stuff, they exile their stuff, and then when I play, okay, well that kind of sucks. But when I play stuff that is, or sorry, whatever card I get, any CMC thing greater, equal to, or less than that I exile from them, I get to play for free. But I have to play mine first.
Huh. I see.
Okay, they just have like a trick, and I'm dead. That's fine. I'm not a big fan of aggro in this format. I don't think I'll draft it again unless I get something very good.
Next.
I mean, if you run out of steam, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah, it's just like even with Dragoon Lance, I just don't think it's that. Like I would play Dragoon Lance in a deck that has more of a mid-range plan. I mean, it's even good like late game. That's probably when you want to be playing it because you can play big stuff and give it flying. Like I don't want to pay 4 to equip to like my 3-drop or whatever.
The probability of top decking versus top decking is pretty fucking high.
Top decking what?
Top decking versus top decking. Like you guys are both just top decking. Yeah. Take this every day, right? Is there a day when I don't take? It's pretty good. Yeah. Oh, I can't take up this card. It's too good. What? Useless.
Interesting.
Yes.
I'm gonna go make some food. I'll catch you guys around.
Later, bro.
See you, dude. Let's see if it's opens. Oh, it's not. Yeah.
They had places to be.
Are there permanent face down, face up things here? I haven't seen anything. I've seen like one manifest red card. Face up, face down stuff, because I've only seen like one or two, or I think just one actually manifest red card. There's a bunch of them.
Unnerving grasp.
Gotcha.
I thought Bookworm was kind of just a placeholder until you guys had some other thing for Simic, right? Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
That was like the last card I saw. It literally
Yeah,
passed.
that
all the
went
way.
through the entire pack.
And
basically.
Kamano bases Kakazan. Crazy
Yeah.
shit. I gotta be real. That's crazy.
Are we all hating red or what?
Somebody's hating red. Somebody who's supposed to be in that seat. Whoever it is. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I was in the red seat. As much as I love that card. And Kimono, both of them. I don't think Kumano's probably like first pickable card for me. At
I
least.
agree. Really good. Two
Just
permanents and a counter and a ping.
Exactly. Yeah. Does everything you needed to do.
Yeah, I found something cool.
Alright. There's two ways. This. I don't care about this.
Man, I saw Cadaver Lab and Insidious Truth this pack, and it's like my favorite deck to play, and I saw them in pack 3.
Another crazy one passed by freaking Defiled Crypt for that same deck.
My deck kind of came together in pack 3.
All right. So I'm going to try recording into this to just talk about my thoughts while I'm playing this game, just experimenting with some stuff since this video's audio is kind of messed up. So we are on a Boros mid-range deck. It's okay. It's a little anti-heavy. We decided to keep. So this is part of why I really like the inspectors in these decks. Our hand's not the greatest, but Inspector just ensures that we have a card to play here in the early game. Opponent opens on Prosperous Innkeeper. Not the greatest because it can gain quite a bit of life, but we are here to grind. So second Inspector tap land gets us plenty of clues to play. We're flooding just a little bit, but again, kind of built this deck in order to play a lot of lands and have a lot of mana. When it goes into completed Huntmaster here, which is good, but not really seen in this particular color. My cat decides she wants some attention and then immediately decides she's had enough. We get the turn 3 Katana here. And I really like that this card enables us to kind of get aggressive while also being a pretty good mid-range card. Opponent elects not to block here, which makes total sense. They really shouldn't.
Nice. Man, that was a lot closer.
They suspiciously pass with 5 mana available and we draw another land, so we decide to crack a clue. We don't have anything to do anyways. Now, I kind of assumed they were going to use their mana to sack and animate a 3/3 here. They elect to go for the Gingerbread Hunter, and I recognize here that if my creature becomes a 1/1, they can just block it with the 2/3, and my Legion Leadership isn't going to do anything. So I kind of sit here and tank for a minute before I believe, we decide to just fire this one off. That way, after the minus, our creature will be chunky. It'll have first strike, so opponent won't be able to block it here. I mostly do this just to spend my mana and keep board presence in a matchup that I think that might be important, but I also figure it's a decent opportunity to sneak through some more damage.
Wait. You did.
All right, so seeing Final Days, knowing they're going to gain some life, they've got plenty of fuel here for the completed Huntmaster potentially. I mean, it's not a huge upgrade on the 2/2 zombies, but mostly just knowing they're going to have a good late game if they're playing this kind of card. I believe we decide to start trying to get a little bit more pressure into play. Quickly scanning through the deck just to kind of see what our good draws are and what our hits for delivery noodle are, I believe.
It's great.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And if they're going to prioritize something,
online.
fine. Yeah, by miles, right?
I can't even use it. Like, I like playing Magic, but I
like Cockatrice a good bit, actually.
I'd like to play like the formats available on MTGO, but ugh.
Yeah. What to do? I think you're pretty noisy, so I'm gonna do that.
And we do decide to go with the clay-fired bricks. We're flooding a little bit, so the extra land's not super helpful, but I kind of recognize here that the extra pressure will help fight against my opponent's mid-range deck, or the extra stats rather from the Anthem, and that we're getting to the point of getting close to 7 mana anyways. Opponent does decide to double block here, so we go ahead and kill his completed Huntmaster so he can't do anything with that. Could have killed the 1/1 here, but ultimately just decide that getting the bigger creature off the table, and it's also the Engine card for their for potential sack synergies. Prosperous Innkeeper probably not going to gain them as much life as the blockers that it would have made with the complete Master. So getting off the table is nice. When it spends their turn, cast a 5/5, gaining some life.
Oink oink.
And they hit us for 4.
I've tried to grow truffles before. At least look into it. Didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
It's fucking hard. The environment changes you need to do within the day are like insane.
So we rattle off a couple of our value/stat engines. We kind of go all in on the Moogle here, if I remember correctly. Just trying to make sure that we kill our opponent as quickly as possible. Our board is not the most intimidating, so we're kind of just hoping our opponent doesn't spike our removal spell here. sort of end up figuring from this spot the Moogle's probably the best way to try to kill them.
Hmm.
Elect to trade an Inspector for one of their 2/2s here. Mostly just trying to make sure our life total is high enough that we aren't pushed into really, really bad blocks that we die to something like an Overprotect.
Or like return him in hand or something. Oh, yeah. Interesting.
So we have 7 mana in play and a bunch of random things to do. We could equip Katana Crack Clue. We could hold up Touch the Spirit Realm. We could cast Touch the Spirit Realm. We could flip the Clay Fried Bricks, cast Glasswing Grace. I mean, this is one of the advantages of having a ton of mana sinks and mana sources in your deck is you just have a lot of options. I forget what I was trying to decide here. Maybe I don't have an artifact in the graveyard.
Why not? So what's the call on that?
Okay, yeah, we don't have an artifact in the graveyard, so we elect to sack the Clue. We just get a ton of stats. We put a counter on the wall so that we have an option to block the 5/5 here to buy us. Again, trying to just make sure we don't accidentally die. We've got, barring nothing else, we can probably just lethal our opponent.
Let's do this.
All right, we go ahead and equip the Katana on the Moogle. And hit our opponent in the face for a bunch. And I believe at this point I decide to hold up Touch the Spirit Realm. That way, in case they decide to interact, we can blink our Moogle. And I believe our opponent Molt Tinder mills 2 removal spells here.
Looks very nice.
Okay.
All right, an opponent goes ahead and packs it in for game 1.
I should
Kind of just dropped a flyer on their face and
Yeah. I'm gonna get it back.
Voltroned it up there.
We should
Hang on. Have it.
That's crazy. It's permanent.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's insane.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's
I knew this
fucking
card would be good. I was like, I picked it up kind of late, and I was like, oh, this might be my guy.
It's fucking insane.
So I think I board in the
Oh, I
Scrabbling
forgot one.
Claws. Yeah.
That's cool. That's fine.
Looks like we also decided to board in the Teeming Dragonstorm. I'm guessing that's to deal with the Giss's bidding and the final day's front half. Just lets us trade on resources there.
Whose name's Yashin?
Just load them up. Good luck you. Really do that.
I think I end up deciding to keep the Crowbar because I recognize that they could be on Roots or Cadaver Lab, which would make sense with the Molt Tender. Additionally, they do have the completed Hunt Masters, so maybe they have some other artifact cards, or maybe we can kind of just kill one of their 3/3s. So I eventually settle on the Crowbar being something that I would like to have access to. Again, mostly for Roots or Cadaver Lab. You just kind of have to have an out to those if you're going to try to grind with them a little bit.
You got a trick, eh? Sure. Sure, dude. The crumb and get it. Could be not.
Got away, Glamour.
We
Could have been a crumb.
trim an Inspector?
Yeah, that would have been pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm glad you had to deal with it though.
All right.
Which is good.
I don't remember exactly why I did that. I'm assuming it's because all of our opponent's creatures were bigger than the Inspector, and we wanted to leave the Crowbar in case they had some sort of powerful engine. I'll be honest though, that draft happened at this point like a week ago, so I don't remember. This is me lamenting my luck that one of these two mountains isn't a plains. And we decide that we believe there's definitely a plains on top of our deck, which we, of course, immediately skillfully top deck the white source. I'm sure I did a bunch of math to make sure that that was a good idea.
And I was gonna shuffle my library too. Why not? Guess I'm not anymore. What'd you say?
No, nothing. Would you look at that?
Okay, I was afraid I cast the bauble here before I leveled up the builder's talent. All right. Eventually decide to just spend my 3 mana on Favorite Inspector. I guess I probably feel like in this matchup, if I get to 4 lands for the Call of the Mountain Chocobo, unlocks our hand pretty well. I mean, it doesn't give us access to more white mana, but it's going to keep making sure we get a steady stream of land drops, and we can start doing some stuff with this Delivery Moogle as well. So it's pretty important that we hit our 4th land drop here. Continuing to hold the bauble. This was potentially a little risky because I could have just cashed in the bauble this turn, and I think I greeted it for builder's talent value. But if I bricked on my land here, this would have been a huge mistake. So in retrospect, I probably should have just cast the bauble. I have a ton of other stuff in my deck that could trigger the builder's talent. This was exceptionally greedy, and occasionally I get punished for this. This was not one of those times, but I believe later in this draft I do. Or maybe that's the other draft. In any case, being a little less greedy is probably something I need to work on. I tease one of our players about his tendency to just flop all of his cards onto the table and just ignore having any extra value. And this is an insane removal spell by our opponent. I don't know what they're doing here. They must just like desperately need green source. I think that's what it is. They're stuck on green mana, so they're just firing that off. Anyways, I could do with sometimes just slamming my cards on the table a little more often. I think I tend to hold things for value a little too much. All right, Wall is our oyster at this point. Almost positive I level up the builder's talent this turn.
GG.
GG. The Flyers went pretty well for me.
Yeah. Flyers are good, dude.
You're botanist though. Did you see why I was like getting weird that one turn like really early on? Because I wanted to tap your creature and I was like, oh, I can just draw him a land, I guess.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't remember taking this long on this turn, but to be fair, we have a lot of mana and a lot of lines we could consider doing here. Okay, opponent makes the correct decision and doesn't block the Chocobo here. So we know our opponent's going to get another swap. And then do I cast the Delivery Moogle here? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Now, notably, because the Moogle can search the graveyard, I could have just grabbed a Bobble here and gotten 2 draws off Bobble this turn. Gotten to get some extra stats. But I still think Clay-Fired Bricks here makes a lot of sense.
Test.
Hello.
Yes, I think I made it in at last. Jeez.
Do we not want to cast the Dragon Rage first?
Sorry, guys, I'm completely new, but how do we arrange the next round?
When they're done, it'll be in there.
Is there
Okay.
like a
All right.
We on the Draftmancer though.
On the Draftmancer,
Really
there's a
clicking
little trophy on the top left. Click
I think
on
this was me
trophy.
deciding between if I wanted to cast Call of the Mountain Chocobo or not this turn.
Cool. Yeah.
super excited about this, guys. I have been listening to the podcast for a while to get inspired.
Realizing
and
the
now
surveil doesn't
finally
matter
done
as
with you
well.
guys. And it's super odd to talk with you, Telt, because I've been listening to you for some, but I must not be the first person to tell you that, I think.
He was, in fact, the first person to ever tell me that. So thanks for that. I really appreciate it. Great to hear that people like the podcast.
You're a celebrity.
So Scrabbling Claws is kind of nice because if we're under pressure to tag the graveyard, we could have just killed his Final Days. But because we're not, we also can just sit there and start exiling cards from his graveyard each turn. I'm a pretty big fan of this card as a sideboard card. I think
And
it's
we're not
one
supposed
that
to-
I don't really ever see get brought in, but I do think it's a pretty good option against more graveyard-focused decks. I do mention it in one of the videos that it doesn't work with Serpentine Curve. But Scrabbling Claws, maybe you move it up slightly in your pick orders. It's not like I took it highly in this draft. I think I got it fourth from the end. But it is a card that I think you're looking to get late into packs in the cube, which I think is more than you could say about a lot of the artifacts in the cube. I think most of them outside of like Glimmerlight, Scrabbling Claws, like Bandit's Hall, or there's not a lot of good colorless artifacts, and Bobble, of course, on the Arena client. This is where I'm probably awkwardly forgetting one, but
Literally 4 cards left. All right.
Hey, where are the draft minutes? Uh-oh. I think I left the draft answer. That's fucking terrible.
okay, let's see.
You can refresh the draft answer. Just refresh the page, and it shouldn't have lost your deck. You can reload the last deck from there.
All right, get Golden Demise. Doesn't matter. Creatures are huge
Okay,
at this
I'm back.
point.
Sweet. I had the deck. It's the I was worried about the bracket getting messed up, but we're good.
Oh man.
You might have your stream muted, Teld. I can't tell. I'm playing
The
with
game
my
be good.
And opponent goes ahead and packs it in. Yeah, I don't know why. Sometimes it will just like randomly things will stop working. It's unfortunate too because I've been commenting. I commented through the whole draft. Felt like I had an interesting draft spot because I drafted Boros, but I don't feel like I'm really aggro outside of like the random Mexico's draws.
I'm assuming you're the one that took my builder's talent.
I took my builder's talent. Yes.
Everyone went 2-0 or 0-2?
Maybe. I don't know.
Looks like it. Interesting. But yeah, TCS friend me whenever you're ready.
Password.
Yeah,
Whatever.
typing in right now.
Sounds good.
Give up.
All right, no math.
Yeah, you might have to send me a burner test. I have too many people on here. And for some
If we have
reason,
3 people, it still won't show you new ones if you're full.
somehow it does for me, but I don't know. I have over 100 people, and when people add me, it's fine. But if I add other people, it won't.
You can have 200 people on Arena Max.
Oh, okay. Well, give me a second.
I know because I've hit the max friend limit 3 times.
It used to be 100.
See the request.
I've got Norn's Inquisitor to Builder's Talent. I'm keeping this hand.
I wish they would upgrade the arena UI. Let us actually do cool things with it, like spectate our friends. God forbid.
Hold
That
on,
would be
hang
so
on.
nice.
I did not get it.
That is what I would like to see.
Okay, I'm going to politely request you not counter this. Thank you.
I sent you one too because I didn't see yours. Did that pull up on your end?
All right, now I'd just like to draw a red source
No,
at some
I
point.
cannot.
I said red source, not red card.
DCS, I don't see your
Let me restart
your
one
friend
more.
request. I'm gonna send it again.
Yeah,
Okay.
give me a second. I just
You
sent it again.
can't. Cool. Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, if I find a red source at any point, we're fine. It's just a little Leviathan, sure. Yep.
This again. All right, I sent you another one. Let's see if that works.
All right, red source.
I'm signing back in right now.
Can I get a mountain?
Thing a challenge.
Mountain just once?
Oh, got that. Oh, cool.
Woo!
I'll send this one here.
Did you send me a challenge too, or did we send you
There
both
we
send each
go.
other a challenge? TCS.
What was that?
Did you send me a challenge also? I sent you a challenge.
All right, so now we at least get to play the game. Whether we're in a decent position or not, I don't know. I mean, we don't have any cards other than potentially this Touch the Spirit Realm that actually trigger our Builder's Town at the moment, so that's awkward. Fear of Isolation. Okay, sure. You guys just replay it? Okay. Would love to draw something that triggers our builder's talent here. Not it. Could just channel Dragonfire to the Sipsa, get it out of the way. Just play Darcy. Would love to draw that, thank you. The trade here. Given that I have a builder's talent in play, he might just decide to trade if he's got kind of a slower hand, just to like get through my board presence. And there's a good possibility, like on a future turn, that I grow this out of reach of his creatures, but he has decided not to. So we are just gonna pass. And if he tries to interact with Darcy, I'll probably just blink it. I think having Darcy in play for the next few turns is gonna be really nice. Okay. Okay. So what do I want to do here? Because I could flashback call the Mountain Chocobo. Potentially chain up our lands to land 7. I could cast Clayfire Bricks and let's see, we would have 4 mana left over, which isn't actually that good. He's also almost certainly got something up, so if I just cast the Call of the Mountain Chocobo, it's probably the lowest risk thing we can do here. Oh, I could have actually, I didn't think about this, but I could have actually, if I wanted, dumped this Clayfire Bricks into the graveyard and then bought it back for 5 mana later in the game. But I think we're going to end up doing that with Touch the Spirit Realm anyways, so it's okay. I think I'm just going to cast this. I don't want to just, like, not do anything this turn. I don't want to run my Clayfire Bricks into 6 open mana. I am going to dump this just to get an instant in the yard. I'm not going to attack with Darcy in case there's a flash creature. Okay, maybe crack concluder, I guess. Yeah. Fine with that. We're basically just trying to find a turn where we can slip this Clayfire Bricks into play. Around potential counter magic. Sure. What we got? Feeling trick. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so we played around flash creatures successfully here. Do need to get some real clock on him now, though, because all these blue tempo spells are much better when he's got 4 points of flying in play. Screen, sure. We could touch still. Depending on what he does here, we could go like touch on Darcy, level up the builder's talent. Does nothing. Okay. Okay, well now we can just fire this off, and if he counters it, we just bring it back into play, right? Sure. Okay, so now we do this.
Oh shit. Nice.
And I'm not gonna attack with my other Chocobo. Just to play, I don't want to trade at this point. I don't have a lot of creatures in play, and I would like to keep my pressure up as best as possible. And next turn, we can flip the bricks. Oh, wait, no. I actually can't flip the... Oh, wait, yes, I can, because this made an artifact? Oh, man. Oh, that's sick. Okay, so we can actually flip the Clayfire bricks by exiling our Darcy, potentially. Very cool. Okay, do we have a pump? Like a bounce or something? This town ain't big enough. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Isolation, bounce a land. Okay, so we played 1 mana Core Sky Fisher. Cool. Official Trawler, return a spell to your hand, return the, like the town ain't big enough, maybe? Yeah. Okay, so now we don't want to flip, because flipping results in... Okay, well that's actually a good draw. This is really annoying. Because the Kishlas is just a straight up combo here. Alright, and he's got 10 cards in the graveyard already? Wow. So we're just never... Oh, I know, it's creatures. He has no more creatures, okay. But not just an infinite loop, luckily, here. Because if I try to flip, how does this work? Exile another unfed, exile this card. Hold on, I gotta actually... Okay, so that... Sorry, I'm having to double check something here. Okay, so if I do that instead, we get 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in play for our Darcy. So it's a 4/6. Okay. It's not the worst. Okay, so Mechkos goes on Darcy. This goes here. We're just trying to force him to kill this.
Brutal. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna This town ain't big enough for our bird and the fear of isolation, sure. Yeah, that's really annoying. Alright. That's unfortunate, but that's what we've got. I got 0 power here. Maybe I should put the point on this guy. Although I don't really want to. I didn't really want to do that here. This Kishla Trawler thing is really annoying. Getting looped on. I can't really complain after all the advocating I've done to put cards like this in the cube. Just annoying. Yeah. Surely we'll draw spells at some point, right? Surely. Micromancer. Yeah, that's annoying. And we've got Getaway Glamour. It's a cool deck. Got a lot of good cards in it. Alright. And so he can exile a non-token creature and then... Okay, sure. Delivery Mugel. Alright, yeah. Don't hate that. Do I have any looting whatsoever in my deck? No. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh, we can go get, I guess we can go get Synthesizer, right? That gives us some gas. That being said, man, this Kisher Trawler is going to be super annoying. Because if he just picks it back up and gets to pick up this town ain't big enough again. All right, let's think about this because he doesn't actually have that in hand this turn. Target non-token creature. So if I go ahead and fire off my Clay Fried Bricks this turn, we just exile Darcy. I guess I can attack first. If he double blocks, that's also fine. All this is just fine, right? Okay. Let's go to combat and see what he wants to do. Because he does not know we have a delivery move.
It was like almost all lands.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Well, now I kind of just want to flip the Clay Fried Bricks because he can like pick the Kishra Trawler back up and put the thing back in her hand, but I mean, this is just good for us. We end up 2-1 once.
That's pretty good against your current board state.
Yeah, very good. Wish I had that big turtle. Oh, it didn't matter now. Not turtle, but crap. But got big.
You can pretty efficiently get rid of some of these. I think this is still okay. Got a lot of good draws left. Area auxiliary. That's annoying. Sure. That's, yeah, like doubles his clock. I might need to just exile one of these now. I think I'm gonna do that so that I can cast my Fear of Burning Alive next turn and save some life here. Oh, okay. He's got this getaway glamour up still. Hmm.
It's close.
Can't block it, yeah.
Yeah, I had an idea, but
Okay.
it was a little short.
So we can delivery Moogle. Anything that makes 2 game objects? No, but Synth could potentially do that. So I've got 10 mana, so Synth probably just triggers. That's probably fine. So red for Synth, red for, hold on. So Synth is 5, 6, 7 potentially, so we could still cast like a 3-drop. Okay with all of this. Oh, can't do that, but I can target this and then it doesn't matter. So I think I flung first.
You'll never guess what card this is.
Never.
We fling first and see what happens. Hmm. Sure.
Keep going down. I think I'm done for another 2 after this. Something crazy.
I am too.
Fine.
You got any suggestions?
We're just gonna kill. Yeah, I think we're just gonna kill the Machiko. I guess I can kill the Kishla Trawlers here. And then he doesn't have a way to exile it. See if he trades off first. I'm okay with either way happening, honestly. If he doesn't block, he's like, yeah, okay, sure. And now we'll do this to kill the 2/2. We do lose Delirium here, but I've got things to spend my mana on next turn, so that's okay. With 10 mana, I can crack the Synth for no value here. Reflection, yeah, that's fine. Well, okay, it's not fine, but it is what it is. Let me rephrase that. Okay. Pretty good draw. I think I'm just going to equip here. We're going to put a counter on this so that he has to, like reflection net that or something. So he doesn't have enough to do it all. And so this becomes a 4/5. That can become a... Okay. Sure. All right, let's send it. Let's see what happens. Guess I'm going to crack this clue first. I could have potentially drawn a cheap spell to put more counters on things. So he can Use the Getaway Glamour. Is it 3 mana? Yeah, 3 mana. So he can actually kill 2 things. So he can kill like the Mechico and Reflection Net the Delivery Moogle or something if he wants. He might go with like, okay, we went double block. Sure. Single block. Can't decide. Mm-hmm. Better way to get rid of one more artifact or enchantment could potentially be really funny. Feels like a long game. I guess we're on like turn 15 at this point. Yeah. Resolves. Targeting delivery vehicle. Alright, let's wait. I don't have any protection. I have nothing I can draw here. No. Okay, we have nothing we can draw. We'll just let it resolve so that he has to do the like kind of scripted play here. Of like kill our portrait of Mechico and then
What yours is mine. Let's go.
Yeah.
Shit.
push pull, you say.
This will help.
That's a good last card to have.
Blue token is huge.
That being said, on our turn, we can go get Kishla, get Micromancer, go get Torch, go get Legion Leadership out of the graveyard.
Before you draw your second lightning bolt effect. I don't know, you're probably gonna get me still. Okay, that's not gonna get me. And that was a good draw.
It's very cute that I could buy back the push pull if I wanted. That being said, I think we're just dead to Legion Leadership here. All right, I owe Carbon one for the push pull. I only took that for him. Wow, that was a hell of a long game one. All right. So he's got a craft card. He's got like the loopy stuff and the swallowed. I think I am gonna board in Scrabble. I'm starting to think this Scrabbling cost should just be in the main deck. Jesus, I feel like I boarded it in every single matchup I've played in the last 2 drafts. Okay, so he's just playing like a ton of interaction and bluey tempo things. So I don't know if there's anything else I want here. I mean, I could board in the Battle Cry Goblin that threatens to trade and make dudes, but it's really bad into bounce spells if you invest mana into it. Could bring in Vesperal Arc potentially. I don't have any ways of putting cards to the graveyard, and he's bouncing and exiling a lot, so we're not going to do that. Teeming Dragonstorm. I mean, it's okay. It's exactly okay. I think I'm gonna take out Fear of Burning Alive here. Only because my opponent is bouncing and exiling a lot of his cards, and I already am not the best at enabling Delirium. You know, we kind of have to work for it a little bit. It's not just free.
Yes.
And I think that's all we're gonna do.
But it's nice to get another big boy out there.
I think for game 2, this is all we're doing.
Grab this.
I could see boarding in the Teeming Dragonstorm, but I mean, he's on Counter Magic, and Teeming Dragonstorm is a little awkward into that. It's not great into the Guidelight Pathmaker and all the bounce spell loopy stuff. Yeah. All right, keep. Feels like a fairly easy keep here, actually.
Whatever.
The only question is, are we playing this Legion Leadership as a land or a spell? Given I have a bunch of 2-drops, I can wait until like turn 3 to decide if I'm going to need to make my land drops or not. I probably will want to do that to get the extra white sources into play at some point. But if I draw a couple of lands here, I'm not going to want to do that. So. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I think I'm going to, he's got so many tricks. I wonder if it's like, am I baiting myself by even trying to have the Legion Leadership available? My deck is so good at spending mana. I think I am just going to go ahead and play it. No. I can wait till turn 3. I can wait till turn 3 to make that decision.
You can block 5 of it, and then you take. Yeah, you're dead. Turn 3, I can avoid that. Yeah, okay. Good games.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a. Yeah.
I'm ready to awkwardly draw a 1-mana spell here. Grab Isolation, that's fine. No, we draw Plains, so in that case... Really want to play my Crowbar this turn. I can alternatively just go ahead and torch this. And then next turn I can double spell. And that keeps him from being able to loop it. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Okay. Were you gonna cast the exile?
Wasn't my first instinct, but I think I'm fine doing this. He showed me plenty of targets for this, or at least enough targets for this Crowbar last game. Okay, we find our 4th land, and all the lands off this thing. I don't think I want to commit my dude this turn. I don't want to play this. It's possible this Mechkos also shouldn't be in here, but I mean, like the final body is so big that it's pretty relevant. Let's see. So I can pre-combat cast Citizen's Crowbar. We can see if he's got to stop, which he doesn't. Okay, now I'm feeling pretty good about just committing to the bit here. Honestly, I could push like 4 damage to you. I mean, if I get Mechkos going, that's plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Makes it a 5/5. I think I'm gonna go for that. he bounces it, that's cool too. Like, it's a value card. Okay, and then we'll once again target this, see if he wants to bounce it. Okay. So let's cast Darcy. No. Yes. All right, so I want to hold my 2 mana up. Yeah, let's cast Darcy and see what he does. Darcy results. Okay. Now it's Novice Inspector. Resolves. Let's go to combat. I'm going to combat here. Babloom Trick. Sure. That's fine. Also, just cool with this if that's what he wants to do. Okay. And then, let's tap to past. Sure. So he's been just stumbling on white here real hard. This has been a really good set of matches. It's felt like really enjoyed them. Trawlers. Sure. What are we getting back here? Probably Flaybloom or Brainstorm. Yep. Probably gonna crack Clue this turn. Trick, sure. I guess that means he probably has land drop. No? Okay. Well. Draw a card. Ooh, Sunpearl Karen? Don't mind if I do. Okay. So now we can, let's see, play this. Could fire this up. But I think, come here. Get it from over there. Calm down. Okay. Yeah, and I think we can just move this. I mean, it takes 2, but we push 2 damage here. Or trade. I'm fine with both of those things. Since I don't really want to cash in just yet. I think we're just going to use our resources on board here. I've got some things to do with my mana. Tap land there was obviously not great. We would have preferred to have drawn not tap land. Because we would be able to have fired this off or fired our clue off here. Got this town ain't big enough. Sure do. Okay, sure. Cool. Go ahead and do this. Go ahead and just commit to the board. How was our opponent this deep into his deck without a second white source, or without a white source rather? Unfortunate. I assume several cards in their hand are probably just white cards here. Okay. That is a above average draw. It's a touch awkward with our sequencing, but I also don't mind just jamming this card and just seeing if like he's got something here. Scrabbly Claws. We know he has this down 8 big enough. We know he could loop. It's cheap. But if we put it in the graveyard, this card draws 2. Okay, this helps us break up the loop. Let's keep it. Could get hit by Leviathan here too. Okay, we don't. All right. So they go to attackers and see how opponent wants to do this. Okay. So then now if I want, I could fire off my thing. But I think what I'm going to do instead is use this spot where he's mostly tapped out to just get my Scrabbling Claws into play. I'm okay with this. All right, yeah, we're tapping that down. Yeah, that's fine. So, yeah, okay. And so let's see, if he wants to trade for my Machikos by trading off his 4/3 and a 1/1, I'm okay with that. Yeah, we're fine with this. Snare, sure.
What's the standings, guys? Are you winning?
Okay, let's fire this off, see if he wants to
Is it 1-1?
see if he wants to go. All right, GG. It is very unusual to be like halfway through your deck without a white source there. That was pretty unfortunate variance. Sorry about that. I think I'm obsessed with this Builder's Talent card though. I'm it's quickly becoming one of my new favorite cards in the cube.
Good luck.
Same to you. All right. Not a great hand, but I am going to keep it. It's got lands and spells. If we get value out of this playful shove, that'd be great. Well, the one time where you almost hope your opponent opens on a mana dork. Yeah, okay. Not that. All right. Sure. We don't actually have anything to cast on turn 2 then. I was hoping he would play something that actually dies to Playful Shove here. I mean, this does, but I'm not going to do that. I am probably going to just hit that, though. Yeah. I will just ping that, force him to use the draw here. Ah, got him. I mean, we might just be dead though. Like, a good possibility we're just dead. Our hand has ended up being terrible. Oh no. Oh God. Oh, we're flooding so bad. Oh no. Oh, I didn't, whoops. I didn't do this on turn 2. Oh, I'm so bad at this game. All right, sure. Oh God. Can I please draw some spells? Pretty please. I mean, I'm not sure how much of a difference the Shepherd would have made here, right? Like, we could play it for 0 value, and I guess we probably would have. But end of the day, it's like probably just eating a Doomblade, but I guess at this point, we're probably too far behind for it to matter unless our next draw is, I don't know. What draw do I even want to see next? I don't know. Snack, sure. Okay. Yep. Okay. I sure did draw like no spells that entire game. I kept a 4-lander, and I think every draw I had was a land. Yeah, I kept a 4-lander, my 4 draws were lands. It was a sketchy hand that I probably could have mulliganed, but it was just like lands and the Playful Shove and the Foretold card. So yeah, it was just like, all right, I'm gonna keep this, but like, yeah, it's just it's what it is. I was not ready for the Storm Rager on 3.
And I was just thinking like, should I like sack something to Stormclaw Ragers? Is he keeping up open a bird spell? But no, you didn't have anything, did you?
Yeah, it was literally a handful of lands. All right. Okay. So not playing a bunch of bounce spells, and he's playing a bunch of small creatures. So I actually am going to bring the Teeming Dragonstorm in this time, I think. Probably cutting Mechicos. These decks tend to have a lot of chump blockers and tend to have a lot of like random duders laying around. And a lot of removal. I think that's the card I want to cut. Yeah, I think that's the card I'm going to cut here.
Most fantastic thing I could do this. Unfortunately. I'm gonna die. Doesn't help. Oh, why did that run? Oh, I thought that was.
Could actually be a matchup where we want Vesper Lark, but I'm also going to assume I'm under so much pressure that I'm not really concerned. Okay, this is probably a bad matchup for us. You kind of have to have a removal spell for Stormclaw Rager when it resolves. We're not exactly a lot on hard removal, which means he's going to get to just kind of do his thing unless we have one of our handful. Okay. Not in love with this hand, but we're going to keep it. We don't really get going till turn 3, but is what it is. Sure. Not sure if I'm gonna run this Kieran out for 0 value or not. I think I'm unlikely to, but could. All right, yeah, seems fine. Primo, sure.
I have 7 2-drop mana rooks in my deck, and this is the first hand to let me play one on turn 2.
So we could suspend Shepherd, attack. We do 3. I don't really like that. I think I'm just gonna test the Spirit Realm this guy, to be honest. I think that's just what I want to do. If he kills our guy, we don't really care. Just don't want him to have a fodder player, a maker in play. If he plays Stormclaw Ranger here, it's not as dangerous because there's no open board. I mean, we obviously are under a lot of pressure at that point to get it off the table, but could even do something like pick up the touch and just move it. I don't want to do that, but we could. We get to 6 mana. Could play this, potentially just alternatively foretell it. Sure. Would love to draw like a Novice Inspector here.
This doesn't go great, but I've got nothing better to do.
Granted Apprentice, sure. That's fine.
Doesn't matter, I guess.
So we attack for 3 and just see what he does.
That's scary.
Take 3. Okay. I mean, just kill the Apprentice. Do that for 3 and then suspend the Shepherd of the Cosmos.
That's such a good card. No, my reclusive tax
Yeah.
numbers will never flip now.
I hate that.
Yes, it's quite good. And I like it because I can get meat, so I get extra land vouchers.
At this point, land is still pretty decent draw. Percussionist, sure.
What is that? Alchemy card.
Is it all? No. Okay.
Oh, that's gross.
Wait, I gotta do it like this.
This is so gross.
I know, this card's insane. It might as well be alchemy. And then we
It is
Take
alchemy.
4.
Oh yeah, no wonder it's so gross then, yeah. Yeah, checks out.
It's disgusting.
Very rude.
I think I just lose.
All right. Kind of get punished for not just playing your Glasswing Grace out, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think I can like that.
Legendary version, it is still legendary.
It's not like you can make more than one clone, though.
Okay.
That's what I was just seeing if I could do.
It must be even more gross.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
Crowbar. Okay, so I could play Kieran, bounce Clue, draw off that for, it's kind of like cycling for free.
You should use the blue.
And then if I find
Oh, you didn't have
my land, I can play Shepherd, pick up Bauble. Oh wait, no, I can just play Shepherd. I can just play Shepherd, pick up land.
You don't have to tell, but I'm just curious.
Hmm?
Is it just one that it could be? It's not like What's the mechanical with which you excel that card?
Oh, foretell.
Oh, foretell. Okay.
Yeah, there are, I think, 3 foretell cards in the cube.
Okay, and I haven't looked them up, so.
Yeah, there's Shepherd of the Cosmos. I'm about to cast it, so it doesn't matter. But it's Shepherd of the Cosmos, Seryl's Packmate, and Poison the Cup. I think are the 3 we're on.
Cool. All right.
That Alchemy card just destroyed me.
Yeah, that was a brutal run.
Oh, good game.
Excuse me. Good game. Woo. That card is actually.
Wonder if it's too strong. I don't know though, because it does require your opponent to have something to copy it.
Yeah, that was kind of the issue with my game of Tell, but it still is like a flash O-ring, only for creatures. But
It hit flash too.
I think it's good, but it's one of the more, like, it is basically a paper card. It would be a pretty good paper card, but I don't think it's broken. I think it's just very good.
well, getting a permanent copy of their creature is kind of nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. Like, it kind of depends on the matchup, though. Like, there's a lot of decks in this cube that just, it's going to be like a 1-1 or a 2-2. It is good against green, but I, you know, it is what it is. That's just magic.
Yeah, I don't know if it's broken, but having flash is what makes it.
Yeah.
It's a 3-mana O-ring effect, essentially. Yeah, that can become something
It,
so much more.
it's definitely pushed, but blue.
Trash the town. Well, I guess I got a quick question on Trash the town.
Mm-hmm.
Can I play it on someone else's creature that gives it when this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw 2 cards?
No, I'll draw the cards.
Beat the card again.
He said you're gonna draw
The creature gains the effect, so it will. I believe your opponent will draw cards.
I haven't tried that before. Don't do it. That would feel really bad.
I know that he has it. He knows that I have it, so it's not.
All right, so I guess we just want him to use a removal spell here. That's our dream here.
I'm in the tank at the moment.
Take your time. I've been doing it a bunch.
Actually, you would draw the cards, but yeah, that seems trash. You know, probably.
Hopefully we can get a game 3 out of this.
I guess it's not like a cycle. Maybe it's.
We really wanted to just play like a murder on this. That would be ideal for us. Like a bone shards would be better. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. I think I'm gonna block the 1-1 here. And then cry because he's got Monstrous Rage. Nine. Okay, did not have Monstrous Rage. Maybe he plays like Grim Bauble on it or something. Okay. It's probably good for us.
Cut down a bunch of fucking weeds today.
Shot. It's not great for us.
Yep.
Raven Inspector. Okay. He's down to 1 card in hand.
Bag up leaves. It's like a frame that you put inside a bag that like allows you to like stand up the leaf bag like really easily, and it holds the mouth open, so you can just literally shovel the leaves in with a shovel.
Yeah, dude, send me a link to that.
Honestly, if I can, let me see. The label's literally faded off of it, but because all the times like when you pull it in and out of the bags, it definitely abraded it. Let me see. I might actually still have the label.
Auto tapper, please. I just got. I don't even know why. I knew I needed to play through that differently. Because I had a better line that I messed up with my auto tapper on.
Oh no, fuck. Do you wanna?
Oh no, don't worry about it. It happens. It's my responsibility to make sure I tap my lanes correctly. Happens to us all. Ugh, that sucks.
That shit never happens to me. I do way worse shit.
Okay, so there are two variations.
Okay.
One variation is meant for paper bags. That's the one that we have to use these days in my place because of, I don't know, just because the HOA is a piece of shit. Who knows? But so those things, it's like the leaf and wand shoe. That's just what they call it. But the other version is basically a cylindrical tube that you could put into a plastic variant. Like if it was just like a regular.
Put a link in here.
Let me see.
And we have Stormclaw Rager as our last card. It's really unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Oh darn, should have checked the green bubble.
We'll have we have land 2. That's so unbelievably bad for us. Have a really good deck. All right. Okay, draw. So, what happens if I play this, equip 5? Alternatively, we could. Alternatively, we can bobble back and then play Glory Heath Links as a blocker. I think we're probably dead here, but so if we ship for 4, it leaves us a blocker for Stormclaw Rager. We go to 10. Yeah, kind of got punished for not just slamming Glasswing Grace a few turns ago, man. It's rough.
Pretty dumb shit. As far as just like it feels so good if you're doing it. Or we took out the tandem kayak on the river, and it was just 2 people like basically fighting each other for the first 10 minutes, and then eventually we locked it in. Surprisingly fun. I had never used a tandem before. It was goofy. It was very goofy.
Yeah, you gotta be in sync or else you just spin.
It was funny.
All right. Well, I guess we're not doing that. Let's see. So we can only cast 2 of these. We just keep getting punished because the
Mishra's bubble in your deck because of the foretell card.
well, I mean, it works with almost every card in my deck, or a large percentage of the cards in my deck. Also, just like Mishra's Bobble should be in basically every Peasant deck, or every deck, because it makes your deck 39 cards and you draw your best cards more often.
Yeah, true.
So we can buy back the Kirin. That gets us a bunch of blockers at least. All right.
You guys interested in doing another draft after this?
Actually, hold on, wait. That's going to be our floating mana here. So let's do...
Who is interested?
I am not, it's about bedtime in EU.
Cleus, are you at? Doesn't look like you got enough. That's okay. Yeah, all fun games. Let me know if you guys are interested in playing some more today. If it isn't, cheers.
See ya.
He draws 6 mana, so I assume he's gonna get to play like 3 or 4 cards here. That being said, we have 7 mana in play, so if we don't die, there's a world where we're okay. Okay. Sure. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Dad. I got a burst lightning, so I don't think it matters.
So I take 4.
I'm not sure if you got that, but I really got a burst lightning, so it doesn't matter how you block her.
2.
Unless you got something for. Oh, I feel such a. If you don't hear me now, I feel so bad because this is so salty to do this.
Well, I mean, the Glory Heath Links has life link, so I'm gonna live here.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh shit! I didn't know. I thought his deal was just fetching links.
Alright, play the card that I've been sandbagging in my hand for 15 turns because I messed up my mana. It's really only like 2. Alright, so that's 5, that's 8.
Yeah, you got me. Oh, do you? No, you don't.
Yep, go game 3.
I feel so bad because I thought you didn't hear.
No, it's easy to miss when cards have like a random block. I just like contractually couldn't say anything until you'd locked in the play. Like, because I don't know. Like, I might have been dead if you played that differently. You know, I don't know. I don't think so. But the burst lightning was definitely scary. All right. Yeah, that I was sitting there staring at this Thraben Inspector in my hand on that one turn. It was just like I took like 4 extra damage by not getting that card in play. I was so mad at myself.
Yeah, so sorry.
All right. Jesus, this deck's good.
I have 1 card to maybe sign in. Alright, let's go.
I was also kind of mad at myself because the one time you don't just go all in on Glasswing Grace, your opponent punched you. I was like, I think if I just suited up the katana, you just die. Because it becomes like a 5/5 life linker with flying. Just like gain 5 life every turn. All right.
Alright, it's mulligan for me.
Keep. All right. Go turn 1 Legion leadership probably. Then we can potentially Playful Shove. Should Playful Shove even be in my deck? I don't know. Whatever. I don't think he's actually shown me anything that it kills, but I assume he's got Blood Artist in his deck. But like a monk. We know he has Monkey, so I can at least use it to do something there. Yeah, we're just gonna play Legion leadership here, I think. We can. Yeah, just get our tap land to play on turn 1 here. Could have potentially torched here, but I really want to play Crowbar on 2. Yeah, I think I'm still just gonna play Crowbar on 2 here. Hey, remember when I said he had Blood Artist in his deck? All right, got a Playful Shove target. Let's go. And we're using a removal spell? All right, deal. Couldn't block anyways. Don't care. All right, let's shove. Okay, the question is, do I want to play Darcy? Because I could shove, and then we scorch this, or I torch this, and then that's 2 card types in the graveyard for Darcy. Alternatively, we do this. We take 2 more damage this turn, but we get a Surveil out of the deal, which is probably better for us. Ooh, this is close. I think I want my surveils. I'm going to take 2 damage and hold my removal spell one more turn here. Yeah, we can pick up Crowbar. That's fine. Okay. Take a couple of damage here. Get value out of our Playful Shove. And now we're just going to play towards Glasswing Grace, hopefully. Hopefully he doesn't have Thoughtstalker Warlock. That would be nice. Dunlin Creebane. Okay. That's good for him. Okay. So next turn we can do that. So this turn I think I'm just gonna play Kieran and pick up and play my Sun Pearl Kieran's and pick up my Crowbar so that he doesn't have free attacks anymore. Double land. Honestly, at this point, I'm probably just going to aggressively trade, just try to keep him low on resources. Might just trade off this Sun Pearl Kieran, but I don't know. Could double block with the Darcy. See what he's got here. I think we got Golden Demise in round 1, right? So hopefully nobody has. I can't remember if that was even this draft. These all kind of blend together, but I think we got Golden Demise in round 1. Not that it would do anything here. It'd actually be pretty good for us. Krishnark. Okay. Pushes some damage for sure. Definitely pushes some damage here. Okay. Yep. Okay. We are double blocking here, I think. Although he's already played 4 damage worth there. I could just, hold on, I take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 if I do that. This way he probably trades for Darcy over the Crowbar because Darcy is going to turn into a giant creature. Okay with this. Okay. Almost to Delirium. I think I'm just going to fire off Glasswing Grace here and try to get there. Can make this a 4/3 flyer. And then we can like block sack with the torch to kill that. This means it does die to a few more removal spells. So maybe we want to do that here. Well, if we sack the Crowbar, actually it doesn't matter. So I guess I do it here. And then we just hope he doesn't have a removal spell. If he's got one, we probably die. The Grishnak was pretty annoying here. Probably we'll just block. Oh, no, I guess I have to take 4, actually. Like a mouse, sure. It's bad for us. Okay, take 7. Go to 4. Well, yeah. Actually, I can block here and gain 4 life. I think draw steps are what we want right now. Just time to not be dead. Okay, that sucks. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. We have to attack. Oh wait, does this? No, it doesn't do anything. So we can do this though and gain an extra life. We just have to do this. And then we put a stop at the end of their main phase. We'll kill Lagamos. That's so sketchy. Hold on, wait, we do 4, 4. Maybe this is just extra damage we want. Oh, it doesn't matter because I messed up my sheltering landscape anyways. I'm gonna fetch here anyways. Whatever. All right, take 6. Don't have Thoughtstalker Warlock. All right, cool, cool. We get lucky break there. Got a white source, so we'll go get another red source, I guess. Teemo Dragonstorm. Let's go to combat first. We have Witchtalker Frenzy, maybe? Your Triumph, sure. Okay. Okay. Close game. We got the Teeming Dragonstorm, so we're not just dead, but he has more cards than us at this point. Really need to draw something here. Okay. Okay, that's a great draw. Because we can do this and we still have mana left over. Play Fried Bricks. Okay, that gains us some life. Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7. It takes 7 to flip this. So would I rather have the extra stats now? I don't want to attack into Archfiend's Vessel to give him a potential demon on this turn. So I think I'm going to play Teeming Dragonstorm. No. Ah, this is close. All right, we're going to play Fried Bricks because it threatens to flip. And we gain 2 life. Gives us a little bit of padding here. I'm not going to give him a potential demon here. I'll just take 1 from the Archfiend's Vessel and I'll force him to have a sack outlet if he wants to get his value. I don't even know if he's got it, but I'll play as if he does. Still would love a builder's talent. Okay, he did have it. This is not great because now he gets a Bogarden Dragonheart. Oh, Blood Artist, sure. All right. Mountain Chocobo. Okay. All right, take 1. That's 2, 3, 4. So we're very likely dead here. If we don't die, we could potentially top deck Builder's Talent to win the game, but otherwise I think we're kind of cooked. Okay, yep. Sneak it in 1 here, okay. We kind of want Builder's Talent or Bust, right? Oh, yes. Let's go. Surely we don't have a way to kill like 2 creatures here. Down. Okay. We go to 2. Okay. He goes to 10, so we flip this. That's 3, 3, 2. All right. Fives. 2. Oh, I guess I have to hold back, huh? Because I've got to be able to double block here and block here and have 1 for a removal spell. All right, I think this turn we're actually attacking like this, and we're just trying to play it safe. Okay. We need him to have like actual nothing here. Oh my god. Can we like get a turn where he doesn't have anything?
Hey, Tel, I got a burst lightning in my hand. I might as well just concede. No, I did.
You're trolling me. Man. You have absolutely nothing. All right, GG. Good match. I'm trying to think if I could have navigated that any better, but I don't know if there were too many spots where I actually had many decisions left. I just needed like a little more life gain there, I think.
I mean, you played the Crosswing Grace. I'm not sure if you could have played anything else. I'm not sure.
The turn I played it was the only card that was castable in my hand.
Oh, okay, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of trying to thin my deck to draw towards the Builder's Talent, because that felt like a way I could actually kill you. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I think, like, your deck is very good, and, like, it is what it is. I have a lot of lands. I was hoping... This turn was really awkward, though, because it was like, I couldn't really attack into you without you just, like, getting to jump block and gain enough life to live.
Yeah. And you would have had lethal next turn anyways. If I didn't. Okay. No, I can't hear you at the moment.
Yeah, I think the only thing I decided maybe I should have cracked the clue instead. But then like if I whiff there, the problem is that I don't have anything to cast, and so I'm still dead to I guess I'm still dead to the top deck, but like I wasn't sure if you had any more removal spells. Or excuse me, burn spells in your deck.
This was just the only one I think. Or I could doing Marionette's Apprentice, I think.
I'm trying to remember. I'll have to look. There was a few turns ago where I had the opportunity to keep that Dragonfire on top. I had a Dragonfire with my Fear of Burning alive, and I might have been able to save myself some life by killing some of your creatures. So maybe it was a mistake to get rid of that. That's probably the one that I'm gonna have to go back and look and see, because I don't remember what I top decked after that.
Yeah.
Anyways, GG, sweet deck.
For me, channeler instead of the token?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't 100% sure if you were going to do that, and I'm not sure if it was correct or not. I figured you would, which is why I took the block. But, I mean, if the Darcy sits in play, I don't remember if... Because I think I chumped with the Citizen anyways, and so what ends up happening is I just chump with the Darcy, and I get like a Surveil probably out of it. Which, you know, given how close this game was, might have nudged it in my favor. So it's probably correct to get Darcy off the table, because once Delirium hits too, if I had hit Delirium, which I can't remember again exactly when I hit it, but Darcy would have been a place to put Glasswing Grace that would have been, you know, pretty big too.
Yeah. Man, I think thanks so much for hosting, and thanks for the podcast again.
Yeah, thanks for being here. And make sure you post your deck image so that I can throw it in our trophy case, and hopefully we'll see you around again. I'm really sad this deck didn't trophy. I have to admit, this deck was super sweet to play. I really enjoyed it. And that last match came down to the absolute wire. That was something. I think there's probably a couple of little things I could have cleaned up there. I'm gonna have to go back and look. I obviously should have cracked my land before I played my Torch the Witness, just to get the land out of the deck in the first place. And then if I have Channel Dragonfire on top, maybe I keep it. I don't remember exactly the situation, because I think I had a pretty good top deck after that anyways. But there's a possibility that it works out better for me. I'm able to maybe kill the Blood Artist without taking the extra points of damage or something like that. That game was just insanely close. His draws were really, really good. Obviously, he ended the game with 4 lands in play and was able to cast spells for the entire game off of his rummaging. So not going to look too much into that as far as like my opponent's deck was very, very good. And I think they played that match pretty well. So anyways, as regards to our deck, this was just another one of the Builder's Talent, oops, all game object decks. But I don't know. I really liked playing this. I think Shepherd of the Cosmos is starting to show its age a little bit. But it was still actually okay in some of those in that matchup. You know, the Samurai's Katana was fantastic. Call of the Mountain Chocobo got us a bunch of value. The Clayfry Bricks and Builder's Talent, when it decided it wanted to show up, were all still really good. You know, the cheap white cards that make game objects are good. I just really like playing these shells. I think this was really fun to play it in a red shell. I think I could have liked maybe one more removal spell in the deck, and getting Delirium wasn't trivial. You know, it wasn't just something that happened. So we'll have to, you know, maybe I could have had, maybe I had some questionable deck building decisions there, trying to have multiple Delirium cards. But I think for the most part, Darcy played out pretty fine as kind of like a Stoneling Gorehound for this shell. And the Fear of Burning Alive, I mean, that game, it did keep us in the game. It was the reason we were still in that game and didn't just die to the 4/4 there at the end. So yeah, I had a ton of fun playing this one. Would love to draft something like this in the future. I think this is just what I like to be doing right now. And it's not so much the even the core Skyfishers anymore, even though obviously some Pearl Kieran was very good, and we had the like little mini loop with the Shepherd of the Cosmos and all of that. It's more just the sheer like quality of game objects you get to make, the way you're able to cash in on those with things like Mexico's Reign of Truth and with Builder's Talent and with Clay Fried Bricks. And you're really just playing towards a late game, but you can apply pressure as well. And so you can leverage a lot of game states. I feel like you get to make a lot of game decisions. You get to click a lot of buttons and make game actions. So really, really enjoyed this deck. I'm definitely going to post this. This will be one of those rare times where I post a deck that isn't a 3-0. That's not necessarily intentional. I just haven't been recording as much until here recently. And sometimes the games aren't really good footage. For example, I had one where we played my fair hot max power cube, and I got to the 3-0 match and just punted game 3 away like a very, very, very silly way. That I just didn't feel like the overall match quality was super high to begin with, and then to make a punt like that at the end felt really bad. But these games were great. I really enjoyed it. And like, this is a spot where even though you lose, you can acknowledge your opponent's deck did their thing. It was doing a powerful thing. It did, I had opportunities where I might have been able to gain a little more life here or there, or sequence a little better. And I think maybe we squeeze that one out if we do. Maybe if we take a mulligan in game 1, we actually get to play the game. Although I would still keep that hand most of the time, going in blind. So anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, and thanks for coming to my TEL Talk.